Hello guys, my name is Alif Rizky Ananda from Malang University and I will provide my speech about tolerance. First of all, what is tolerance? Tolerance is a willingness to accept beliefs and behaviors that are different from our own perspective. Is it important in our lives? Yes, it is. We need tolerance in our life in order to live peacefully. It has always been known that this earth is inhabited by people with various races, various ethnicity, and also various religions. And it's always been a fact that we live in a society whose the member of it have different background from each others. These differences often lead to a friction among the people in the community. And in order to maintain the harmony and the unity in the community, mutual respect from the members of it is really needed. To establish this mutual respect, they have to be tolerant to each other. And we, as the members of the community and also the society, will have to do it too. Now, let's see the reality. In Indonesia, a lot of people would get bullied and being mocked just because they have different religion, different races, different skin tone, or even different economical conditions. A lot of people get hate just because they live their own lives happily. Because of that, nowadays, people were being afraid to show themselves. They are even ashamed to be born with a different skin color that most people have. Which, in my opinion, they should be proud of it. The world is just full of hatred just because differences. Now, let's imagine if we live without tolerance. There will be wars, conflicts, fights everywhere around the world. It would be impossible for us to live together in harmony with those who are different from us. We will live in terror that people outside of Europe or who's different from us would attack us anytime. Unfortunately, there are still people out there who feel this terror. For example, the Asian people and the black people in America. They feel really traumatic and scared just because American people didn't accept them. The fear of being excluded, being mocked, and ridiculed by them for being who they are and based on what they believe is really terrifying. Just because they are not the same like the rest of the society, they're being discriminated. These people are the minority. They are humans too. They need to have the same rights and obligation like us. Yet, they cannot live peacefully. Why? It is because there are still intolerant people who live among us and will always play the majority card to justify their evil doings. It is sad to see those things, but that's the truth. All we can do is to show love and respect to the minority by giving them tolerance. By supporting them, showing our love and tolerance can really help them to believe in their own self and their own cultures. It is true that tolerance is really important in our life. But we must be wise on being tolerant. What it means? It means that we must set our own principle as to what extent we tolerate something, since it also wrong to tolerate behavior and beliefs that can be harming to each other and can only create negative effects to us and the society. We must know when we should give tolerance and when we should not give it. We cannot tolerate everything. For example, doing incest, doing crimes, doing bully, and others. Something like that cannot be tolerated because it's just breaking the rules and it's not good for the society. Tolerance is good just like other things, and it should not be overly used. And tolerance is one of the things that we can do as a human. We can support each other and giving them a freedom to be who they are. It's a good thing and it's a mutual for us to do that. It is not our job to define our own self. It is our duty to make this world a better place to live. For example, when we see a lot of people in front of us, people surround us who get bullied, giving them a love, giving them a hug, and give them a caring situation where we love them and we give them support to them. As in fact, this will also help them to be more courage and love themselves. This also means that as humans, we need to tolerate such things and we need to normalize these things, because the future of the world is in our hands. If we not care with each other, if we not care with and our surroundings, then who will protect it? Who will give the responsibility to protect this world if not ourselves? Tolerance is a good thing, and we must do it and give an example to our future generations. My speech. Thank you very much for your attention. Goodbye.